Money, that's what I want. I said, now money, that's what is hot. I said, money, that's what I want. Come on.
I have psychic powers. And I am controlling all of you. And what I do, I wiggle like this. And what happens is your wallet opens up. And all of your money flies out of your wallet through the sky. And then once a day, I open my window with a big bag, a big sack, like Santa's loot sack. And it just fills with money, just flying in there. Ha 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 ha! Ah, money kinesis. I have money kinesis, and I can steal it all. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the...
Okay?
I eat shit.
So, I mean, these last few months have been pretty chaotic and tumultuous. You know, all starting back at the mid to late summer, where I had a bunch of false copyright strikes against the channel, you know? And at that point, it was really disheartening, because when I got those false copyright strikes, first of all, those had been the first false copyright strikes that I got on DSP Gaming in years. And not to say that I didn't know what to do or I was panicking, but yeah, it's frustrating when you do absolutely nothing wrong, but someone malicious is trying to hurt you, which is exactly what it was. It was a setup where someone had given me outright permission to use video clips that they had created specifically for me. And then after the fact, they tried to claim them and claim that I didn't have permission, even though I absolutely did. It's pretty dirty, honestly. And by the way, it's illegal.
No. But, you know, seems to be a pattern around here recently that all the things being done against me to try to hurt me are crimes. But on the internet, everyone gets away with everything. That's the problem. Oh my God, he's drinking gin. And, you know, then we started building back. And with all the more nonsense happening over the last couple of months, you guys know what's been going on. Threats against the channel. You know, they tried everything, essentially. And nothing really worked. What the fuck are you fucking talking about, you lame-brained pieces of dumb fucking shit? What's up, everyone? I've got some really positive news that's so positive, I wanted to do a short about it so you know about it right away. After weeks of ongoing nonsense, all of the false copyright strikes against DSP Gaming have been removed. It took a while, but we got it done. This is a huge win because trolls have lost. This is a big win for us, and I can't wait to stick it to them in the AM. So I'll see you then. Peace out, everybody. Directly to PayPal. They weren't taking any percentage of it. They were just doing it as a service. You know what I'm saying? Which is weird. I know, I agree with you guys. The fact that it was free is really odd. But it is, you know, I'm looking right here. Yeah, there was never any fee associated with the tips that were coming in from these businesses. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff Lopez, for a re-upping of your membership. And I guess Avi says he did another super chat. He says, look at this band too. We have to fight the Stream Elements ban. How do you fight it? Stream Elements literally has said to me, we reviewed your situation. We decided you violated the terms of service. You're now banned. But they did not say what you did. And then they literally say in that message, do not bother responding to this because we are not obligated to respond to you at all. Right?
It's just been pretty positive recently, and I'm excited for the future. You know, yes, there's always going to be little annoyances. Yes, this idiot right now who's view-botting me thinks that somehow this affects my channel when it doesn't. You know, like, it doesn't affect anything, just an idiot. You know, it's not helping the channel, it's not hurting the channel, it's just, it's fluff. You know, just like anything else with this nonsense, what it is they want to cause a disruption. They want to try to act like they're getting attention. They want to try to act like they have some kind of impact on something when they don't. You just ignore it and you move on positively. And that's my attitude. You know, we're going to have a good time with games. You know, moving forward, we're going to have a good time covering all these new releases.
No!
And so, of course, we're going to have our segment, What's on Snowcarl's Mind? What the hell is Snowcarl rambling about? Is Snowcarl drunk today? Whatever you want to call it. Okay. So snowcarl asked the following. Hold on. snowcarl asked the following. In regards to the YouTube algorithm, I think you can definitely get back into the algorithm and increase your popularity, but you'd have to switch up your outdated way of producing content. Try cutting out some of the filler segments of the podcast and making highlight videos of your very prolonged raw content. So what you're saying is, maybe highlight certain things I say on the podcast every day as a short. Maybe highlight gameplay moments every day as a short. I agree with you. The problem is I'm a one-man show. I don't have time to sit around and do this every day. Already I'm in here over 8 hours a day, 9 to 10 hours in a lot of cases, uploading, babysitting, doing this kind of work. And then when I'm out of this office, if I explain to you guys, when I'm out of this office, I am done with work. I unplug myself from this job and gaming in general so that I can relax and have a fun time with my family.
That's 100% a lie. If I didn't do that, if I didn't unplug myself, and I was just constantly, gotta constantly keep reading Twitter, gotta keep checking the videos, gotta keep doing comments, gotta keep looking for highlights, gotta keep doing that, there would be no separation of work and life.
Great ideas, but it's not in scale with what I'm allowed to do. Snowcarl just says suggestions ignored. So would you like me to time you out now because you're being a dick? I literally just explained to you that I like your suggestion, but there's no way that I can do it. And then you tell me I ignored your suggestion. So you know what? You can just get fucking timed out because you're a dick.
Banned, 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 banned.
No, really, you're a fucking dickhead. And I'm tired of you acting like this. No one ignored your fucking suggestion. I just talked about it for 10 fucking minutes. So now you know what you can do? Since I apparently just wasted 10 minutes of my time, now I'm going to waste 10 minutes of your time and you can sit outside the chat with your timeout. You're being a fucking asshole. Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic? Here we go. I got an anonymous dollar tip that says, here is some support. You've hypnotized me into supporting you like apparently that other guy laughing out loud. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on?
If you want an explanation of that, check out yesterday's podcast, because I actually went into detail about covering what people actually say about me. Yes, there are actually people out there who are so fucking stupid. They say that I put people under hypnosis. Okay? And following up on that, I got another anonymous dollar tip. This person says, Phil, you know, I just took a glance at some of your deranged detractor circles. Man, they are legitimately upset about yesterday because you got massive support. They think that you're some kind of literal cartoon villain who just gets away with everything, and I feel bad for them. Yeah, and that's all you can really do. Because, listen, you can only try to help someone and talk reason to someone so many times before you realize they're beyond help. If these people are just happy living in an alternate reality of their own conspiracy, you can't help them. Yes,
I have psychic powers. And I am controlling all of you. And what I do, I wiggle like this. And what happens is your wallet opens up. And all of your money flies out of your wallet through the sky. And then once a day, I open my window with a big bag, a big sack, like Santa's loot sack. And it just fills with money, just flying in there. Ha 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 ha! Ah, money kinesis. I have money kinesis and I can steal it all. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? These people are just... Yikes. I don't understand, man. There's really nothing to understand. It's just nonsense. It's shit that they talk, they make up, you know, they're out of their minds. Okay. So now people are saying I'm feigning distress. Anyone who says that will also be banned. You're a fucking idiot. If I see you say it once, you're banned. This is your one warning. Here's the thing. And this is what people are so dumb, all right? If I were feigning distress, okay, don't you think, just think about this for a second. Because, but then again, I'm wasting time because I'm trying to approach this with logic. You can't approach conspiracy and insanity with logic because that's the problem. There is no logic to it. You understand? Like, they're never going to believe any kind of like, oh my God, let me talk reason. Reason doesn't exist in the minds of people who are like this. It just, and I've learned this over the years. You could actually explain to them rationale and everything. Here's what's going on. They won't understand it. To them, they're just going to believe the nonsense. All right.
I don't have items to get rid of toxic, so I can't cure toxic. But just think about this. All right. I'm one of the most consistent content creators on the planet. I'm one of the most determined content creators on the planet. I never give up. I keep going. I persevere through all the bullshit that ever happens to me, correct? I'm still here 14 years later, and look at all the stuff that's happened, and I'm still here, right? I'm determined to win. I become a meme that I'm one of the most determined people. I'm not going away. And there's been negative and positive memes about it, but the memes say the same thing. You know, I persevere through all of it, okay? So the fact that that happens means that sadly there are people out there who just become more determined to try to hurt me on a daily basis. And it happens. And you guys know about, I'm not exaggerating, you probably hear at this point about 1/3 of it. You probably hear about 1/3 of the things that happen to me because those are public business related things. There's constant things behind the scenes these people try to do to me and my family as well that I never mention because they're so heinous and dastardly. And if you publicize that shit, all you're doing is you're giving attention to those that are doing it, and it just reciprocates. So I'm not ever going to be talking about everything that happens because that's ridiculous, okay? But in regards to the things that publicly happen, look at when they happen and why I bring them up, okay? Do you think I wanted to bring up the over $400 in chargebacks the other day? No. Why'd I have to bring it up? But because it happened, I couldn't afford the game for Friday anymore. All right? If it didn't happen, why would I have brought it up, right? That's what I mean. How is that feigning distress exactly? So I literally cannot afford to buy the game for Friday, which affects the streams. Hell, if I hadn't wisely transferred money over to my bank account earlier in the day on Wednesday, I would have had no money to go grocery shopping for my family for the week. That's the truth. All the money that I had raised for the week would have been taken away from me by these chargebacks. How is that feigning distress? Unless you're going to tell me that I'm making it up. Except the motherfucker who did it posted it publicly all over the internet.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Me. I'm the one who puts out the content that's entertaining and has a fan base. Me.
So how can you say it's feigning distress?
Right? What are you talking about? Here's feigning distress. Someone who is doing like a Kickstarter out of nowhere for something crazy, like I need surgery, or you know, it's a loved one is in trouble. I need a fundraise for something. You know, immediately I need help, and they do the Kickstarter and they raise a bunch of money, and you find out it was all bullshit. They literally are just kind of stealing and being completely. That's feigning distress. The shit that I tell you guys about is actually shit that's happening. I don't make it up. I couldn't make it up. Who could make up all this bullshit? Who could make up the false copyright strikes 2 months ago that hit my channel? And again, feigning distress, but then people searched and found it. They found that what I was saying was factually true. So then how can you say I'm feigning distress? What are you talking about? Again, it's your own narrative. It's your own fucked up narrative that you create, and you just circle jerk yourself in a circle. Just say that Phil is lying and feigning distress. But we have all this evidence. Oh, no, what are you talking about? He feigns distress. The evidence is there. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's just nonsense. And they just perpetrate it and they circulate it. And again, why do they do it? Oh, you get clickbait views on your garbage, toxic content that YouTube allows to continue to exist for some fucking reason. You know. And then every memeable moron out there. Oh, let's do a countdown with Phil and all of his fucking drama shit. That literally has nothing to do with me or my content, right? That's the funniest part I find about it, is now when people talk about me in some kind of a negative or dramatic way, it literally never has anything to do with my content. It has nothing to do with what I did today on stream. It's some horse shit that they made up in the background and a bunch of detractor channels fucking spread on the internet, and then they cover it like it's fact. Here's all the factual things about Phil. Here's factual information about his financials. That's not true. It's fabricated. Oh, but it's factually true. And here's this and here's that. And they get away with it because I can't sue them.
I can't sue them all for defamation. I don't have money for it. Okay? But it's ridiculous how it really blows itself up out of proportion, and then these idiots just fucking believe it.
It's actually pure grain alcohol I keep in here. You guys don't realize. You think it's a Mountain Dew Kickstar. Oh, no.
Oh my God, excuse me. Okay, so to the dollar. Exaggerating how much something will affect you can be feigning distress. That's correct. For example, someone bought you Gotham Knights so you could still play it. Well, what happened was, I made a video about it on my day off, which I normally wouldn't do, and then overnight there was a rallying of support. Some people sent me credits for Xbox Live, and overnight it amounted to enough to buy the game and then some, a little extra. Alright, so I was actually able, like I told you, it'll help me out next week with Modern Warfare 2 as well. And then on top of that, yes, there were actually some people who sent me some tips to try to negate the chargebacks. Okay, now that was all overnight. Okay, then yesterday you saw the rallying of support. So obviously anyone with a brain in their head would say, wow, so those chargebacks are basically negated. Correct. As of yesterday, with the amount that I made on my streams, luckily those over $400 in chargebacks have been negated. Now anything that I get with support today with tips actually counts towards me having money again, which is great. Did I ever say anything to the contrary? No, I did not. Am I still saying today that things are horrible and these chargebacks are affecting me? No, I didn't even say that today. I said it's in the past now, you know, right? I didn't even mention it today, right? Okay. So now let's read the second half of his message, which is hilarious. You ready for this? On top of that, you got 200 gift subs and enough in tips to make that money back in a single day. How did the chargebacks still hurt you? When did I say they are still hurting me? You're saying they are. I didn't say that. You did. And this is exactly what happens every single day. Okay? Something happens that's factual. Okay? I'm honest. I'm transparent. I tell you exactly what's going on. Things happen that are positive. Right? And then it's in the past. All of a sudden, now, I've done something wrong.
I don't know how to beat it. I don't know how to beat it myself. That's the problem.
What did I do wrong? I reported exactly what happened with the chargeback. I explained I couldn't afford the game. There was a rallying of support overnight. Now I can afford the game and then some. Then people decided to support in droves on the day when I returned, negating the chargebacks to the point where now we're in the clear. Story's over.
So let's recap this situation. I did nothing wrong, okay?
According to you, I'm still feigning distress and talk. When did I even talk about it today? That's you saying that, not me. But dude, that's exactly what they'll do. They'll make videos today. Oh, someone's feigning distress. He's doing it. Who's doing that?
Oh my fucking God.
Who did that? Not me. But that's what they'll say. You every time you tip, you literally prove my point. You actually reinforce exactly what I say on a daily basis because all you do is you expose yourself. You know, if you actually believe that today I feigned distress, you're watching someone else's stream. Today I celebrated, all I did is I recapped some of the nonsense that happened, and I celebrated the support that I've gotten in the milestone. I celebrated 200K subs. I celebrated a new milestone in members. Today was a positive celebration. Where was their feigning of distress today? Right? None. It didn't happen. You're making it up. Right? You make that shit up. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you putting words in my mouth and saying that I'm doing things that I'm not doing. When did it happen? There's no distress. Right? What the fuck are you even talking about? The other thing that's hilarious about all of it is, for example, the thing he just said. Oh, but someone gifted you, right, over 200 memberships yesterday. Correct. And I'm very grateful. So he said, oh, that negates everything. How? How? We've already talked a million times about how things work. Super chats, super stickers, super thanks, members are all long-term support for the channel. They help me next month. They don't help me now. They help me next month. So even your logic breaks down when I analyze it, because you're saying, oh, you got all the support with members. Yeah, I did. And that's long-term support that will help me next month. It doesn't help me now. If, you know, I didn't get the tip support that I did yesterday, I'd still be in the negative on my PayPal account. So what are you talking about? Nothing. That's right. You're talking into a fucking toilet to yourself. You're spewing nonsense.
Here's what you can do. here's what I need you to do. All right, this is good advice for this person now. Okay, I want you to get up like this. Okay, I want you to find in your room, as long as you have a normal room, which most people do, you should have a point in your room. You see how I have 2 walls behind me here? You see there's a wall here to my left, and there's actually a wall here to my right. And if you'll see right above this killer plant, do you see this line here? There's a point in your room, all right, where 2 walls meet.
Now I'm toxic, so I'm fucked.
Do you see that? It's called a corner. So what I'd like you to do, all right, is get up from where you're sitting, okay? All right? Now what I want you to do is walk over to the corner like this. Okay? Just like this. Now, this is very important, okay? I want you to tell the corner all the things that you want to say to me in the tip. I just want you to do this, okay? Man, you're feigning distress. I can't believe it. Why would you do that? You're a horrible person. And you always scam your viewers. And you're, okay? So, that's what I want you to do. All right? Because here's the thing. That's just as effective. Okay? And by the way, you'll get more out of that than talking to me because you're an idiot. No one cares. All right? And by the way, here's the other cool thing. When you talk to the corner that close, it sounds like someone's talking back to you, which is actually what you want. You want attention for yourself, right? You're trying to get, so that way it'll actually, the reflection of your voice off of the 2 corners in your face, it sounds like you're actually having like a group conversation. So you'll actually feel like you're having real social interaction for once in your life.
Dude, did you look in the fucking mirror, you stupid muppet?
And that's that. Segment's over.